Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our science class. So today is Thursday and the date is 26th of November 2020. Happy weekend,
Yay.
everyone! Happy weekend!
Happy weekend! Happy weekend!
Yay! Today we are going to talk about something really interesting and nice. It's about the weather.
Also new for us.
Yes, it's about the weather. It's not really new. I bet you all know about the water cycle. What is the water cycle? Remember? What is the water cycle?
I know this word, but I don't know what the meaning for it.
Remember this picture? It's about how rain comes to us and how it goes up in the sky. Now, first of all,
today we're taking about water cycle and today is raining.
Yes, yes, it's nice. So you can tell your parents how rain falls. You can teach them how rain falls, or your friends or your brothers and sisters. You can tell them how rain falls. You will teach them today. Okay, now first of all, what is a water cycle? Let's highlight together. Hi, Alayan, help me here. What is a water cycle?
The water cycle
From here.
About 3/4 of Earth's surface is covered by water. Most of the weather is stored in ocean.
So most of the water stored where?
In ocean.
In ocean. Okay. Now start highlighting with me. Start highlighting.
Okay. I did already. Okay, ocean. Yes, water moves between Earth's surface and the atmosphere through a process called the water cycle.
Excellent. That's it. So, first of all, the water moves around from the Earth's surface up to the atmosphere and back again through a process. What do I call it?
The water cycle.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, from this picture, the water cycle will start with where? We'll start...
Surface runoff. Rain. The groundwater.
It will start with
up.
We'll
go to the water and I don't know what they call it, but I think it's evaporation.
Okay. I have an idea. How about closing your mics? Listen to me for 2 minutes only. Only 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes to explain, and then we will talk about it. First of all, this is the Earth's surface, as you can see. Okay? Just let me bring my pointer. All right. So, water from the ocean, we said oceans, they store water that comes from the sky. But first, we have the sun. When the sun comes out, they give energy to the Earth's surface. They give heat and light. The heat will heat up all the water in the ocean. And what will happen to the water that heats up? It will evaporate. So evaporation happens. This is the first step in the water cycle. The evaporation will happen. When evaporation, water vapor will go up in the sky, and it's not alone. It will come with small particles and dust, and they will condense. When they condense, they form a cloud with condensation. So the first step is evaporation. Water vapor will go up in the sky. Then condensation, they will go all together, okay? And make a cloud. When they make a cloud, they make it as a condensation. After that, after condensation, a lot of clouds will come together, join together. When they are very big enough and heavy, what happens? Rain fall down. When rain fall down, we call it precipitation. So we have, first of all, evaporation. Water vapor will go up in the sky, making a cloud. When a cloud is formed, we call it condensation. When clouds are heavy enough and a lot, we have the rain, precipitation. And if it's really cold up in the mountain, what will happen? We will have not only water falling down, precipitation. Precipitation can fall as snow or hail. Okay? How about that? Now, tell me, what is the
Miss, you
first?
blowed my mind.
Okay. Now, what is the first step in the water cycle? Yes, Yalayan.
Evaporation.
Excellent. Number one is evaporation. That means water vapor go up in the sky. What about the next move, Yalin? What is going to happen next?
Condensation.
Excellent. Condensation means what? Can you explain to me?
It forms a cloud.
It forms a cloud. Excellent. Talia, when the clouds are really heavy enough and they are big enough, what they'll make?
Rain.
Excellent. And what do we call the rain?
Precipitation.
Excellent, precipitation. Now, precipitation can be only water falling down as rain or something else. Hi, Maria. Also, it can be?
It can be snow or hail.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Excellent. It can be hail or snow. Now, guys, we said that the water, when it falls down, most of oceans store the water inside them. But is it the only way to go up in the sky through evaporation from the ocean, or we have something else? Let me tell you, yes, there is something else can give water up in the sky. We call it transpiration. Now let me show you what is transpiration. Look at here. Transpiration. You think it comes from where? Yes, Yalayan. What do you have to say? It
I
comes
think transportation is
transpiration.
Transpiration comes from the sun.
Yes, when the sun heats up what?
When the sun heats up plants.
Excellent, plants. They give up what? They give up the water up in the sky, and it will evaporate with the water from the lake or the water from the ocean, and then it will condense. So transpiration is equal to evaporation. Okay? Now,
Okay.
when water falls down, okay? When water falls down as precipitation, where does the earth have the water? They will store it as what? Take a look at the picture and tell me. If it's very cold up in the sky, very cold, and it is snowy and not rainy, so when it's rainy down there, it will form what?
Can I see, please?
Just yes, Rital, can you try? What do you see here, over here, up in the mountain?
I see snow.
Okay, it's fine. Do you want to pass?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's see, Layan. Yes, Layan. What do you see over here? These are
It
what?
forms a glacier.
Glaciers.
Glacier.
Excellent. Glaciers.
We took this word in English.
Yes. Also, you took it in grade 3. Remember with me, guys?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so a glacier is what? Is a big piece or a giant piece of ice, because the weather was snowy, the precipitation came down as snow. They formed a glacier up in the mountain. Down, if it's only water, it can form what?
Rain.
A lake. Also, river. Also,
Sometimes and
All
in
these
the
water
ocean
coming
mostly.
from up to down, we call it surface runoff. So the surface
Surface
runoff
runoff.
means what? When the water falls from down the sky, it will come down to earth as what? The surface runoff, it can be a glacier, lake, or river. Also, water can be under the ground when the land is full of water and very stuffed. Where all the water will go, it will go down the ground, and we call it a ground water. What do we call?
the
Yes,
water? Then
we call it a groundwater. Excellent, girls. Excellent. Grade 4. Very nice. Very nice. So now we know all about the water cycle. Now let's see the water evaporates. What does it mean? Yes, Yalian, can you read for me? The
Can I be
water
your
vapor
helper?
means what? Evaporation, sorry. Means what?
The evaporate evaporation is the change from a liquid to a gas.
Excellent. It's the change from liquid to a gas. Okay, from gas to liquid, which process is it? From gas to liquid. Hi, Italia.
I know. From gas to liquid.
Yes. Is it evaporation, condensation, or precipitation?
Precipitation.
Excellent. It's precipitation. Very nice. Now, guys, we said that the water cycle will move from the ground or the earth surface to the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? From here, atmosphere is what? So we can underline it together. Yes, Yalayan.
Atmosphere is
the atmosphere is a mixture of gases that surrounds Earth.
Excellent. So a mix of gases make up what?
The atmosphere.
Excellent. So when the water vapor moves up in the sky, goes to the atmosphere, it goes as a liquid or gas?
Gas.
Excellent, as a gas. Very good. Now
Yes,
let's
I
move
have a
on to the
question.
next page. Of course, you can ask me.
I still don't know how that evaporation changes like from a liquid to gas. I don't still understand it.
Okay, from liquid to gas, it evaporates. Just like when you boil some water, you give it some heat. What comes off the water when you give it a lot of heat? Gas, it evaporates. This is evaporation. The same process happens with the sun. With the sun gives us a lot of energy, gives the water a lot of energy. The sun gives you energy as what? As heat and light. So heat and light, when it's on the water will evaporate. Now, for example, if you are washing your blouse, let's say, okay, and you want it to dry, what you are going to do? You're going to put it on the sun. Is that right? Outside. Are you going to put it outside?
Yeah.
So the sun will evaporate the water on your blouse. After 1 hour or maybe 5 hours, your blouse will become very dry. Why is that? Because the sun evaporates all the water on your blouse. See? So this is evaporation. Evaporation, whenever...
now I get it.
Very nice. Okay, what about condensation? What is condensation, guys? I want you to find the word condensation here.
Can I tell you?
Yes, Lynn, you can tell me.
Found it.
Condensation is the change of gas into a liquid.
Okay, gas to a liquid. Excellent. Gas to a liquid can be condensation, but how condensation happens?
Condensation happens when I think it when the cloud gets bigger, it's like
Okay, now let's
it's
try that. If you bring, yeah, Lian, if you bring a glass, okay, a cup of glass, and you put in it ice and water, what is going to happen in the out surface of this glass?
It's cold.
It will get cold. That's it only?
It'll be cold.
Okay, they will get cold. What
No.
about the glass from the outside?
It's gonna be.
Is it gonna be wet or
It's
dry?
gonna be wet.
Wet, excellent. Why? Because the water condenses. Yes, okay, yes, yeah. Okay, scientist, the science princess, who's that?
Talia.
Okay, Maria, yes, Maria.
Talia.
Talia, okay, yes, Talia.
What do I
Can you read
do? I
this
read
for
that?
me? Yes, please, read it for me.
Of course. Water vapor may condense on cool surfaces too. It's why the cool glass below seems to sweat. Dew is water droplets that form on objects near the ground.
So it looks like sweat, but what happens is when a very cold surface touches a hot surface, or let's say room temperature surface, it will form droplets. It will form droplets of water because the air contains water, vapor or gases. So when you put the cold surface next to the hot surface, what is going to happen? The water will condense. See, when the water condenses,
Can I give you an example?
Yes, you can say it again.
No, like here's an example. Like if you ever been with your mom, like cooking spaghetti or food, when she puts the cap on, it's cold, and the
water vapor.
And like if she's cooking spaghetti, yes, the water temperature is hot. When she takes off the lid will be full of water.
Excellent, bravo! You
remember?
remember? Yes, you remembered. Yes, excellent. Yes, this is how condensation happens.
Also showed us.
Yes, what about if you are in the shower? Okay, you are showering. Maybe you are using a warm water. Try to blow in the mirror. What is going to happen when you blow in the mirror? A small cloud will form.
There would be smoke.
Yes, smoke, and this is condensation. You can draw on the mirror if you touched it. Is that right? And the mirror will be wet.
Yes.
Why it will be wet? Because your breath is very warm and the mirror is very cold. So when cold meets warm, what is going to happen? Condensation happens. Okay?
Condensation.
Yes, when cold meets hot, then condensation happens. Now, what about precipitation? What is precipitation? When the water condenses up in the sky, they form the liquid particles, okay? They form the liquid particles. Yes, and liquid droplets. But when they are very heavy and they are very loaded up in the sky, in the cloud, precipitation will happen. Can you read for me, Alayan?
Wait. Okay. Precipitation is water that falls from clouds to earth surface. Rain, snow, and hail are all forms of precipitation.
Excellent, excellent. So when I tell you what is the process that turns from water vapor to liquid, what is it? Is it condensation or precipitation?
Precipitation.
No, it's condensation because condensation is the change of gas into liquid. Precipitation is water falling from the clouds. Okay?
Okay.
Do you
I
understand
think
now?
that condensation. Yes. I
Yes.
think condensation has like two meanings.
Okay, tell me, what are the two meanings?
I think the first meaning that when condensation makes evaporation.
No, condensation,
And
when evaporation happens, they will form if they touch a cold surface, okay? Because water vapor is really hot. So if it touch a cold surface, now condensation will happen.
and I think
They will go on the cap that you put.
Yes, I'm gonna show you a video in a while. Just let us finish this one first, and I'm gonna show you a video about the water cycle. It's really amazing, okay? And it will blow your mind too. Now, where does the water goes when precipitation happens? When we have rain, snow, or hail, where all the water will go? It will go to the groundwater, the lakes, the ocean. Now, what is the groundwater?
I don't know. It.
Is the water that's stored down under the ground. Excellent. Okay. So all the water goes down under the ground. We call it groundwater. Read for me, Arital. Can you read for me? A rainwater soak. Come on, come on. Okay, Maria. Can you read for me, Maria?
Okay. As rainwater soaks into the ground, it fills up spaces between soil particles and cracks in rocks. Water that sinks deep underground becomes the groundwater. Groundwater moves very slowly, if at all.
Yes, exactly. Look at this picture. When water comes to the ground, they sneak into the small holes and go down deep, deep, deep in the soil and underground and become water underground. What about the rain off? What is the rain off? The runoff. What is the runoff? Some water cannot be soaked from the ground. Yes, Yaleen. Sorry, Layan. Yes, Layan.
It's water that cannot soak into the ground and of instead flows across the Earth's surface.
Excellent. It will flows across the Earth's surface. Just like what? Can you give me an example? Runaway water. Water running.
The sea.
Like this. What is this?
Waterfall.
It's a waterfalls. Excellent. Like waterfalls, like lakes, rivers. All these are runoff waters because they run. So runoff water that water cannot come under the ground. We call it runoff water, just like waterfall, rivers, or lakes. Also, when glaciers melt, they quickly release stored water, okay? They will quickly release the stored water as glaciers, okay? Some of it may evaporate, some may seep into the ground, and some may move across the land as runoff. So a glacier can form in too many different ways or shapes. It can be a runoff if they can't seep under the ground, and it can melt or evaporate up again to the sky, and sometimes it will go down under the ground. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Any question before you watch the video? Yes. You can ask me.
Yes.
Yes, Yalayan. What is your question?
Okay. I thought Miss Ra Runoff, the place that people run. You know where the place when we run and exercise.
Okay, you can call some places runoff because you run to it, yes, but here in the water cycle, we use the word runoff because the water will run into a river or a lake or sometimes a waterfall. Okay, guys.
And then when I read it, I thought, okay, this is not something else. And then I found out that the runoff, another name for us people, a runway. The runway.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Do you have any question? We have only 7 minutes, so we can watch the video. You want to
No
watch it
question,
now?
talk.
Yes.
Yes. And then, Miss, if we
Okay.
had time and this to finish, can we talk?
Yes, of course. If my pleasure, dear. Okay, we'll say to YouTube, have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.